Okay, in this video, you're still looking at algebraic fractions, but at this point now we are looking at addition and subtraction. Whenever we are dealing with addition and subtraction, how do we handle algebraic questions when it comes to addition and subtraction? Okay, and let me use an example for explanation. Okay, and x squared plus x minus 6 minus 1 over x plus 3. The same thing for addition and subtraction, the principle is the same, just as we said for multiplication and addition and division. It's the same concept. So for addition and subtraction, they apply the same concept. So I'll just be using one example to help us understand. Okay? So this is what happens. For addition and subtraction, whenever we are dealing with any fraction, whenever we want to simplify it, okay, we usually do what? Find the LCM. We usually find the LCM. So for us to be able to get that LCM, like in this case, especially looking at our denominators, the denominators are a little bit different. One is a linear expression, the other one is a quadratic expression. For us to be able to get their LCM, we need to factorize the quadratic expression, okay? So that is what we need to do first. If you have any quadratic expression in the denominator, factorize it first of all, okay? But if it's a linear expression, go ahead and get the LCM directly, and we'll see at how we get the LCM in the next few minutes, okay? So when we factorize x squared plus x minus 6, we use the product sum rule or the product sum method, of which in this case the number we are dealing with is negative 6, because negative 6 times 1, okay? What are the factors of negative 6 that we know? 3 and 2. Is there anything I can do to 3 and 2 to give me positive 1? Yeah, I can. 3 minus 2 will give me 1, and 3 times negative 2 will give me negative 6. Substitute them back. So I'll have x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. Group them into 2. The common factor in the first bracket is x, which will give me x plus 3 minus 2. Remember, here we are factorizing a negative term or a negative factor, and we said whenever we factorize a negative factor, it affects the sign inside the bracket. So here will be x. This being negative, whenever we factor negative, we'll get a positive, so plus 3. Then the factors become x minus 2 and x plus 3. Okay, once we've done that, replace it back in the question we had there. So it will be 3x plus 4 all over x minus 2 x plus 3, and the other part was minus 1 over x plus 3. Now we move to getting the LCM. Okay, whenever we are getting the LCM, let me just use a simple easy method or a common method. You take x minus 2 x plus 3 and x plus 3. Okay, you get the common factor. So in the first part, x plus 3 is common, right? So what do I remain with here? X minus 2, and this is 1. Then I pick the remaining factor, so I get 1, 1. So the LCM becomes, therefore, x plus 3, x minus 2. How many times does this factor get into our LCM? It is 1, because it's the same thing. So we'll get 3x plus 4 minus, how many times does x plus 3 go into this one? Okay, since x plus 3 is present here, it means it will go x minus 2 times the one we had there. Okay, so we really don't have to write the one, but it's just okay even if you write it, no harm, no big deal. Then we need to open this bracket with a negative. Okay, this bracket we need to open it with a negative 1 or negative 1. So you'll have 3x plus 4, negative 1 times x, that is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 2, we get positive 2, all over x plus 3, x minus 2. At this point, therefore, we collect the like terms, which will be 3x minus x plus 4 plus 2 over x plus 3 x minus 2. So 3x minus x, that gives me 2x, and 4 plus 2, that gives me 6, all over x plus 3 and x minus 2. Then the denominator, we can leave it at that point, or we can expand it. Okay, and when we expand it, we'll get 2x plus 6 all over, okay, x squared plus x minus 6. This becomes my final answer. Okay, thank you.